Hello and welcome to the 7th annual Lost Boys Draft Position Party. My name is Josh and I'll be your host today. This is my fellow commentator Jason. I think you know him well.
Shooting Jason Gossamy.
Shooting Jason Gossamy. Well everyone, this is another year and another epic season on the way. First off, a little summary of last season. We had Calzone take it for the first time. We never thought it was going to happen. He did it last season. He had such a solid team. He had great pickups like Julius Thomas and etc. Great guys.
Big trade in the middle of the season too.
Huge trade in the middle of the season really helped him out. We had some powerhouses last season, Fat Steve and Jason. Jason basically had the best team throughout this season. He had he had Peyton Manning. That's basically all you have to say.
Got screwed.
Carried him. He still thinks he got screwed. Fat Steve put up a good fight in the championship, but it was Cal's year. Towards the bottom end, you had Josh. Me was pretty much the worst. I don't even know who got last year. Was it Matt Roman? Or was Ryan? Was it Ryan?
When you're in the championship league, you really don't pay attention to the bottom team.
That is true. I don't blame them. The losers are the losers. So, this is a whole new season. We all
a lot of controversy going into this season right now.
He is correct. We have some people who are not fans.
The owners are not happy right now. There's new contract negotiations about keeping players and not keeping players. Some people in particular are very upset about the rule, but majority rules. And,
that is true. He's talking about us getting rid of the keepers this year. We had some players that were on a couple good teams, some people who had some poopy teams. We decided to go in the majority, put them all in the pot again. We're going to get rid of keepers for at least the next 5 years.
3 of the playoff teams voted no, but all the crappers voted yes.
I think this is probably the best bet, making a fresh slate every year. We can all be happy. What do you say, John?
He's a fat ass, yeah.
All right. That's good job. All right. So, a little summary about the draft coming up and about the next upcoming season. I think this coming season there's a top tier that kind of separates itself from the rest. I look at it as about 6 players that are a step above everyone else. You have one step. The shooter put in a good point right there. You have Peyton Manning, you have Aaron Rodgers, you have Drew Brees, and then you have Adrian Peterson, Jamal Charles, and LaShawn McCoy. I think those 6 guys.
Cass, watch out for LaShawn.
He's got you. Going back to the LaShawn CJ Spiller thing, he's got you there, Cass. But I think those 6 guys are they're clearly better than everyone else.
They're a tier above.
That doesn't necessarily guarantee those will be the top 6 picks of the draft. You never know what can happen. You never know, someone might pull a Calvin Johnson, Marshawn Lynch out of their butt. But in my opinion, those are the 6 best. What do you think, Jason?
I think you're pretty solid on those picks. In my opinion, they're the best players, and especially with the 2-quarterback league, quarterbacks are even more valued than most leagues. I do think Peyton is above and beyond going to be the #1 pick. I don't think there's any doubt. Some people are saying Breeze because he's got some weapons, but it's going to be Peyton. We are going to this draft a little early this year, so really you're going to be picking blind because a lot of stuff can happen in preseason. Preseason. Thank you, John. Shooters. Thank you, Josh.
John.
But you know what? We have to do what we have to do, and I think it should be a fun year. We've had the same players for the past 2 years, so it's a new league, new format. But there is a new rule. We will not go back to keepers forever. That is, keepers are dead.
Well, we won't say forever, but for the next 5 years, we're going to be no keepers now. 5 years is a long time. Jason, I'm a little disappointed. He's a little pissed this year. He's a little pissed, to say the least. But yeah, definitely going to get rid of the keepers for a while. Like I said, I think it's going to be best this year. So you never know what can happen. Every year will be different. This will be the first. And it's going to be a solid season. I think this year is going to be really competitive. I know we say that every year, and there's always the people like myself and the Romans and the Ryans like last year that went down to the bottom, and you had Jace. Yeah, Jace, Steve, and Cal as a top 3 team. So that proves to you that you never know what can happen. There it is, the pinky kiss. The pinky kiss. He hasn't had that in a while.
I
Jason's the
They're
new
getting-
Tom
they're
Brady.
getting rusty.
Back-to-backs, and then he's kind of fading. But it's no big deal. No big deal. He'll come through the playoffs this year, maybe, if he makes it.
All right, let's give these people what they want. While they're watching,
Let's do it, guys. Let's do it. I know this is what you've been waiting for all week. All right, here we go. For the first pick
2014
in the draft,
season.
the 2014 season. It's a big pick. This is a huge pick. We're going with
Justin. God, I almost thought it said Jason.
Barreto! Barreto gets the first pick. What Jason said earlier is that guarantees him Peyton Manning if he wants it. 55 touchdowns, 7 billion yards last year.
Oof.
If he wants him, that basically is 30 points a week.
Guaranteed
Justin,
25-30.
you're officially on the clock.
No, you're not. Wait till the end of the draft.
I don't know what that means, but
Trades.
you might be offering your trade for that first pick. Jace wants his Peyton. Second pick in the draft.
Patrick Connor O'Houlihan.
P. Diddy. Patty loves that second pick. I know Pat likes to kind of have one towards the later end of the first round. He likes to get the wraparound and get two top tier players. He's told me that before, but I think this year, like I said, having that pick in the top 6 is going to benefit him more. So Pat with the second pick in the draft. Here we go, third pick in the draft.
Come on, baby. Give me one of those top picks. Jason, me.
Jason
yeah!
got it.
Hell
Jason
yeah.
with the third pick in
Hell
the draft.
yeah.
You never know what can happen with those top 2 picks. There may be surprising. One guy may take a running back. One guy may go with Breeze or
Peyton
Rodgers.
and LaShawn are
Maybe
gone.
back-to-back running backs. Peyton might be there for Jason. You never know.
If you want another pick, let me know.
All right. Here we go. For the fourth pick in the draft.
Timothy, the bank.
The bank gets the fourth pick in the draft. It's a really good pick. You're still
Off season.
Yeah, you're still in the top 6. You're getting closer to that middle of the round, so you get a closer wraparound. So I really like the fourth pick in the draft. Maybe the best pick. You're kind of helped by those top guys.
Fat Steve Productions.
Fat Steve.
Sitting at 4, or 5, that's a solid pick.
Fat Steve's got that 5th pick right in the middle of the round. It's a great pick to have this year.
This is when the picks 6, 7 are not good picks.
Next thing we need to make sure is Fat Steve shows up on time.
Steve, once the
will be
clock
a
starts,
miracle. That will
the
be
clock
a miracle.
starts.
If he goes past his time,
Eli Manning will be selected in the first round.
Eli Manning's his first pick.
That's what he got last year.
That's Steve's
He
obligated
made
pick.
different
Who's the best quarterback? Eli Manning's on the board, Steve. Give me him. And he still made it to the Super Bowl. But anyway, that's a whole other subject. John.
Adam Castle.
Cass gets that 6th pick. Like I said, top 6 are the clear tier number 1. Cass is kind of in a great position because
Maybe
he doesn't
CJ
have-
Spiller will be there.
CJ Spiller will probably be there. He doesn't have a lot of stress on his shoulders because those top 5 guys will probably go before him. And it kind of either leaves him with the leftovers of those top 6
A-Rod.
or a specific
A-Rod.
guy below there.
He
Like I
likes
said,
A-Rod.
maybe Matt Forte, maybe someone else. So
Get
Cass,
your tears ready, my friend, because they're Terry.
the Terry tears. Cass. All right, for the 7th pick in the draft.
All right, John, shut up. Let me see the pick. It's for you, John. Josh,
7th pick. Probably the worst pick in the whole draft.
My opinion is 6, but 7 is
No,
bad too.
because 6 you get the top players. 7 you miss out on the top, and you ain't even close to the end. So worst pick in the draft, go 7.
That
Here we
leaves
go.
Ryan, Matt, and Cal, the Super Bowl champion.
Ryan, Matt, and Cal. The
Let's
3
see,
guys
let's see
left.
where they
Let's see
go.
where they go.
Bottom feeders and the champion.
That's true. That's true.
True. Matt Roman.
Roman.
Learning computers is always bad. Sorry, Matt.
Learning learning
Get your computers out. Just go with your gut, man.
Get them ready
Go
for that
with your
8th pick.
gut.
You better
Go
start
with your
crunching
gut.
the numbers. Get your stat sheets and your screen protector and all that stuff. And
Screen advisor.
better
don't know
get
what
ready.
the hell they
8th
call
pick
it.
for the 9th pick in the draft.
The Super Bowl champion of 2014, Calrissian.
Calzone. Calzone, your Super Bowl champ from last year.
9 pick is
He
pretty
drops
good.
to the 9th pick. It's a great
You
pick
lose
to
on the
have.
top tier, but you get 2 solid players back to back.
You get 2 picks out of the last 4 picks of every single round.
I like it.
I think it's a really good pick, and that leaves last pick of the draft to
But we all know, Ryan,
Mr.
Drama.
Cable.
Drama.
Mr. Cable, I think you got a great spot back there. There's some really, really solid guys, and obviously you get the back-to-back pick, which is always fun. So here we go. We'll go over a summary one more time.
Let's start with the top, Justin. Usually pretty bad. He'll probably skip on Peyton and go with like a black quarterback.
Rob Gronkowski, maybe, or a black quarterback.
Black quarterback.
Like that.
Patrick, he'll overthink the situation and probably go with a sleeper in the second pick.
Jace thought that one
Jason.
was funny.
Me, Jace the Face. Hopefully Peyton will slip. Maybe I'm willing to offer maybe some extra picks to hop up a round or 2. But
Ooh, some trade talk. We've never had
let's set some
I
trade
think
bait out
only
there.
one time. I think if I'm correct, there's only been one time in a draft there was a trade. Maybe never. I can't really remember.
Trade
but if
bait
he does
is
it,
off there. There are
a top
maybe
3
to
trade.
hop up a few
What does
spots.
Justin want? What does Justin want to move down to 3?
We'll see. We'll see. Then after that, Tim, he had his seasons, and he's had his bad seasons. He's either on the top or the bottom.
Mostly bad.
Mostly
bad.
bad, but he has that ring.
He has the
so
ring.
He's a
He
Dirk
has the-
Nowitzki right now. He's there.
No, Dirk Nowitzki's always good season.
Okay, then we had to Fat Steve. People talk shit, but he's in the top tier every year. He's made the playoffs. I think all but one.
That's true. Steve
So,
always.
You can't
Steve
talk too
always
much.
somehow manages to have a solid team.
Well.
It's helped that he's had Drew Brees these last few years.
Brees is a solid.
We'll see.
But you could get Brees again
Yeah,
right here.
We'll
so
see
we
if he can snag Brees this
Keep
year.
it up,
he has
Stevie.
a really good
Keep
chance.
it up, Stevie. After that, we hop down to Adam, Mr. Tierman, Mr. No-Show Tierman.
Terry Tears.
Terry Tears. That's
Terry Tears.
Terry Tears.
New team name, I think.
Terry
Tears.
Terry Tears. I like it. After that, we hop down to John Josh over here.
John Josh.
That's a new
Another
team.
new team. Worst pick in the draft, by the way.
In my opinion, probably the worst or
Probably.
second worst. He's had his years. They're all bad.
Last year, voted #1 team preseason. We know how that ended out. We'll see what happens this year.
It's okay. After that, Matt, you could have first, you could have last, you could have any pick. You ain't making the playoffs.
Wow! Shooter J
Shot
shoots
him
Matt
down.
down. I'm sorry, learning computers. You maybe have a virus. Next.
Might as well light that $50 on fire. We'll be talking about that later too. Calrissian with the 9th Super Bowl champion. He's had his bad years, but last year it was his golden year.
Golden
He
year
made
last
big
year.
moves early.
Julius Thomas. I don't even really remember what other guys he had.
Julius Thomas, he traded for Tom Brady. He
had
traded
Tommy
for
B.
some other, I don't really know what his team was either, but they were good.
They were pretty good. I mean, Cal just always seemed to hit his stride and get some good guys.
And then after that, Llama Drama, the guy, 3-time Super Bowl appearances, 3-time Super Bowl defeats.
No, he's got one. Got a ring.
Oh, the 3rd time he did
He
win.
got the ring.
3-time Super Bowl appearances,
Cable got the
1-time
ring.
winner.
Llamas.
Pretty
llamas.
consistent player, but we'll see with that 10th overall pick.
It's a big draft coming up, guys. It is not next week, but the week after. It'll be that Friday, and not
Let's
draft kickoff.
9:30.
9:30. Justin Barreto goes on the clock that
Technically,
Friday.
he's on right now.
Yes, you're right. Technically, Barreto, you are on the clock. You might be
more
getting
than
some
more
calls
than
for
welcome-
the trade.
More than welcome
You
to send
never
some
know.
emails.
But yes, 9:30. Justin goes on the clock. Be ready, guys. It's going to be a hell of a night. You know how much fun we all have. And yeah, you got any last words?
Not a lot, John Josh. I will be petitioning this league if some crazy stuff happens. But I want to throw this out there. $100. Put your emails out there. It's just more money for me.
All right. Well, that was kind of a useless segment right there. And there it is. But all right, guys. Can't wait to have fun. Be ready for the draft in a couple weeks. Lost boys, let's do it. Say bye, John.
That was a longer video than normal.